head tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Third down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks him. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here's Hilliard. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, this is Hilliard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Houston Texans.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion. Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might get all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and go. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire. don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the sauce.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. On first down, Hilliard, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dontrell Hilliard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Bengals.
To the air again, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Dontrell Hilliard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Just go and take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 48.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
7-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Texans 28, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going?
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans add on.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Texans 35, Bengals nothing.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got them buckets.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On the play. Brings up second down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
47-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, wait from
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Let's go, D.
On second down, Burrow. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On third down, Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. 69, any day. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got one.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A 4-yard pickup.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Three down.
Mixon with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's going to leg.
Faking the give. Now Watson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Carl Lawson on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Crazy how them tables turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch the twins. Tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Use the form, spin move, the zone, score. Sideline, touchdown,